NASA is giving out an alert warning of asteroid that could hit Earth, causing immense suffering and death if this asteroid will hit the Earth. NASA says, pray if it's so. There's an embedded video by NASA concerning their asteroid redirect mission and Earth planetary defense from celestial bodies inbound for Earth that could possibly devastate Earth as it did 65 million years ago when an asteroid hit the Earth in the Yucatan Peninsula and making the dinosaurs extinct. The White House and NASA discuss asteroid redirect missions. Officials from the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, OSTP, and NASA held a live asteroid redirect mission ARM, for short, discussion at the Space Agency's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. During the event Wednesday, September 14th, 2016, OSTP, as we said, Office of Science and Technology, Dr. John Holdren, NASA's Administrator Charles Bolden, and ARM Project Manager Dr. Michelle Gates. ARM, as we said, is the Asteroid Redirect Mission, highlighted the mission's scientific and technological benefits and how the mission will support NASA's goal of sending humans to Mars, and how the Asteroid Redirect Mission will demonstrate technology relevant to defending Earth from potentially hazardous asteroids. Asteroids which are bodies of rock that can measure anything up to 600 miles across and which orbit the Sun. Fewer than 10,000 of these asteroids which could one day pose a threat to Earth have so far been identified. So most of them have not been identified. NASA will launch a probe into the skies later today in a groundbreaking mission to bring back a sample from an asteroid, a first for the American Space Agency. The probe is called OSIRIS-REx, short for Origins, Spectral Interpretation, Resource Identification, Security, Regolith Explorers. Will lift off from Florida's Cape Canaveral at 19:05 Eastern Daylight Time. That's around midnight UK time this evening. Built by, the thing is that they do not make it clear in here. They call it an asteroid, whereas Wikipedia calls it a minor planet. Bennu 101955, a carbonaceous asteroid in the Apollo group, was discovered by the Linear Project September 11th, 1999. It's a potential Earth impactor. It's listed on the Sentry risk table with the second highest rating on the Palermo Technical Impact Hazard Scale due to a 1 in 2,700 chance of impacting Earth in the 22nd century. So that's in about 100 years. It is the planned target of the OSIRIS-REx mission, which is intended to return samples to Earth in 2023 for further study. Bennu has a mean diameter of about 500 meters, about 1,600 feet, and has been observed extensively by the Arecibo Observatory Planetary Radar and Goldstone Deep Space Network. As a physical description, Bennu is a roughly spheroid shape, resembling a spinning top. The direction of rotation about its axis is retrograde with respect to its orbit. Bennu has a fairly smooth shape with one prominent 20-meter boulder on its surface. This is all from Wikipedia. Origin and evolution. Carbonaceous material composed asteroid Bennu originally came from dying stars such as red giants and supernova. According to the accretion theory, this material came together about 4.5 billion years ago during the birth of the solar system. So asteroid Bennu's basic mineralogy and chemical nature would have been established during the first 10 million years of the solar system's formation, where the carbonaceous material underwent some geological heating and chemical transformation into more complex materials. The long-term fate of Bennu. In a span of time of concern to present-day people, the fate of Bennu that looms most significant is collision with Earth. In a much longer term, millions of years that is, it's more likely that Bennu will be destroyed by some other cause. And we have the selection for OSIRIS-REx mission, the NASA mission, New Frontiers program, launching, expected to reach the asteroid 2019, returning samples to Earth by 2023. The probe will take around 2 years to reach Bennu and will spend 505 days mapping it. It will then attempt to scoop up a sample of Bennu asteroid dust to bring back to Earth. Other space agencies have completed such missions, such as the JAXA, Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, Hayabusa, which was the first to successfully return a sample to Earth 6 years ago, in 2010. Via the Mirror UK says, quote, NASA scientists have issued a stark warning over an asteroid that could hit the Earth, causing immense suffering and death. The crash could result in mass destruction, says experts. The space agency is sending a probe to collect rock samples from the asteroid dubbed Bennu. Bennu can be seen every 6 years from Earth, but it is expected to pass between us and the Moon. That could tweak its orbit and set it on a direct course for our planet. Experts fear that such a change will result in mass destruction, with NASA investigator Dana Loretta warning, it has been destined to cause immense suffering and death. The professor of planetary science is leading the mission to collect rock samples from the asteroid, which he says could prove vital data for future generations. The OSIRIS-REx probe will arrive 2018, spend a year surveying Bennu, which orbits the Sun at 63,000 miles per hour. Scientists are hoping that information gathered on the trip will help them to work out how the asteroid's course is affected by absorbing and radiating sunlight. Bennu is approximately, as we said, 500 meters in diameter. That's about 1,600 feet. And asteroids of this size would create craters 7 kilometers across and the equivalent of a magnitude 7 earthquake. In turn, that would cause significant damage across the area of 500 kilometers, about 310 miles. That's according to Michael Bush, planetary astronomer at the SETI Institute. By comparison, the fictitious asteroid in the Bruce Willis film Armageddon was 600 miles wide. So being prepared always is a perfect move towards living an enjoyable life. I'll leave links below for you for this. There's embedded videos you could enjoy.